Hello, hello, everybody. How are we this evening? Hello. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay. That's the last of my dancing. No, not really. Not really. I can actually dance, so I'm just going to keep on dancing. How's everybody tonight? How are we doing? Hello, hello. All right, y'all, before we get into this, we're going to chit-chat and visit. This is your opportunity to say hello and everything like that while I'm cutting the mesh. This will give you time to come in, pull up your seat, get your popcorn, whatever snack you want to get ready. All right. Hello, Miss Pat and Evie and Teresa and Dean. How are you, Rebecca? Hello, Miss Tina Kelly. Hello, Miss Roseberry. How are you? What? All right. I don't know why I'm counting this, because I'm going to use the whole roll. Hello, Deanna. Hello, Miss Lynn. Hello, Miss Sean. How are you? I guess I should stack my mesh up instead of letting it roll all over the place, but, you know. For those of you that don't know, my name is Jackie. And I am totally honored to be a part of Team Unique. I love it. Unique. Says it all. Because I believe in individuality and everybody just being themselves. So I think this is great. Hello, Miss Nancy. What did y'all do this week? It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. At least I know that y'all are not going to run out tonight for Can-Am on me. Come on, come on. I do want to show y'all something I just recently released. Okay. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Now it's going to roll the other way. I just want to cut like, but not my fingers off. Okay, so I do want to show y'all something really, really quick. I didn't have time today, or I was going to make a red, white, and blue bow to show you, but I just recently released a new tutorial, and it's a no-sew wired bow, and I just want to show you how amazing it is. The bow in person. Okay, I want to show y'all something. Look. Okay, so this is a no-sew bow, and it's wired. I just kind of want to show you this. Watch. We're going to smash it to smithereens. We're smashing it, y'all. We're going to flatten this puppy out like a pancake. Okay? It's a pancake now. This is so wired. Watch. It's like we're giving bow CPR. The tails are wired. So if you don't want your tails straight out, sometimes I like to pull mine down. You can pull your tails down instead. Because I just never know. Isn't that neat? Okay, I just want to show you all that really quick because I just released that tutorial. All right. Okay, so let's get started. Hello, Miss Annette. All right. This could be a paddle. This is some serious wood here. I don't know why, y'all. I'm trying to look at the comments. Okay, I don't even know why I bother showing my face because I need to put my phone on my TV so I can straight ahead, and I keep forgetting that I can do that. Okay, so this is a serious paddle. Like, if I'm making a wreath and my child smarts off to me, do you hear that? That's got substance to it, y'all. That's a serious sign. Okay, so for those of you that like the screenshots, like to know exactly how the ties are, get your screenshot ready. This is your moment. This is your moment. I do this just for y'all. Okay. All right. So we cut the mesh 20 inches. Did y'all know that Unique at the Creek sells Flex Tube? One of my favorite wreath making supplies. It is going to make this patriotic wreath look so festive, like a firework when I'm done. And that's what I love about Flex Tube. And by the way, forgive y'all, it is allergy season in Kentucky. I ain't trying to alienate y'all or anything like that. All right, here we go. We're going to do just a little roll to combat fray, and then ruffle, 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 ruffle. Pull it in, and stick it in the tie. Now, my trick to making sure that my mesh gets in there and is tight, I take my thumb, my little thumb, and I'm pushing down on my mesh before I tie it. That's my little trick to getting my ties around my mesh tighter. I'll show you that again. Here we go. Roll, ruffle, 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 ruffle. By the way, here's a little secret. When I first started making wreaths, the only mesh that I would use was striped mesh to do ruffles. That way I knew I was going right down the middle. Fun little fact about Jackie. Okay, so we're going to stick our ruffle in. And like I said, I take my thumb, and while I'm tying, I push down on my mesh, and then tie, tie, tie. So this time, we're really going to fill this wreath out, because even though I'm using two attachments, the sign and the ice cream, there was little gaps, so we need to make sure that the surface of the board is covered. Do y'all really need to see me? Because I know you're not really seeing my face, so if I turn that little picture-in-picture out off, are we okay with that? Just asking. Or do y'all like seeing me? Because if y'all like seeing me, if you'll let me make a quick adjustment and put my comments on my TV, that would be great. I am going to do what the majority says. Because, like, if I'm looking this way, that does y'all no good. But if I can look straight ahead, hey, that's great. Yes, please to what? I ran my mouth so fast, y'all, I didn't really give you time to answer one question. So when you say yes, you could be answering both. Take it to the TV. Okay, just give me just 1 second because I'm tech savvy, so just hold on. Let me get this going here. Nope. Let me just pull this up on my phone really quick to do this. I keep forgetting about this, y'all, because when I started doing lives, you know, I didn't have all this technology and all these options. So I just got used to living life without it. Even though I knew it was annoying that I'm reading comments and looking off this way. Oh, if I would allow it, we're good to go. There we go. Shh, shh, I see you. Straight ahead. Okay. Much better for all of us concerned. Well, I mean, if y'all are going to see me, the least you can do is comment me on my weight loss, because I've lost a lot of weight. But if you can't see it, you know, that's okay too. I'll forgive you. Because the camera does put on about 50 pounds, so you may not be able to tell on camera yet that I've lost weight. So I'll forgive y'all for that. Plus, you haven't seen me in a long time, so that's okay. Oh, I even did my hair for y'all tonight. Okay. All right, so let's go to the center, get our mesh on there. Well, I have let it grow back out quite a bit since I got it originally cut. But when you have long hair for a long time, eventually you kind of got to cut it and let it refresh and regrow. Sparkly mesh. Thank you, Miss Debbie. Come here, pipe cleaner. Come back here. I am using the large board. Oh, I forgot. Tina answers that. Sorry. Didn't mean to do your thing there, Miss Tina. My bad. Tina's over there going, Jackie, if you keep answering questions, you're going to put me out of a job. What am I supposed to do if you're answering the questions? I'm going to have feet. I'm sure y'all don't care. Oh, no, 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 no. One of the reasons I like using the large board is because, number one, I'm using 2 attachments in this wreath. And so with the amount of holes that's on this board, I can attach it anywhere. So that's awesome. With regular wreath frames, you have to add stuff to the center of the wreath frame to add more stuff. But not with the large, unique in the creek board. By the way, I promise you, One day I will make a flower, okay? But when I go to make the flower, don't get mad at me if I don't call it the right name. That's all I'm saying. I'm not up on my flower language. Ooh, this is gonna be so pretty, y'all, and so festive. I loves me a festive, fun wreath. Don't y'all? Ugh. I am loving this mesh. It's so pretty. I'm gonna have to get around and do that the horse board. Because, you know, I'm from Kentucky Derby, so I gotta do the horse board, don't I? I think it's expected out of me because, you know, we're from Kentucky. Okay. Here we go. Let's lay some ribbon ties in. Okay, so our ribbon ties, I cut them 14 inches. And we're going to put one in each a set, or two in each tie. Scoot over. Make room. Yeah, Tina, I left some stuff for you to do this time because I was like having crunch time getting stuff ready. Tiffany's doing her drama practice this week, and she's running later this week. So I was running a little bit behind doing my prep work, so I didn't get to put all the product numbers on there on my scroll this week. So, hi. No, I would not. I would not consider this pancake style. If I was going to do this pancake, I would have had to have only used, I used 16, so I would have only used 12, because the mesh in the center here is kind of floofy. Can y'all see that? So, I mean, it'll fit between the screen door, but by the time I get it won't. So, I've never called them I've always called them screen door wreaths, y'all. I've been around for a whole lot longer, and we called them screen door wreaths for a very long time. But, like, if I didn't put a bow on this wreath or the ice cream cone, it would be a screen door wreath. It's fluffy. I'm excited to see what I'm going to do with the horse. I'm like, I got to do something different. Oh, I have a question. How many of you sew? How many of y'all do any sewing? Anybody? Anybody? I just want to let y'all know it's weird looking across the room and seeing myself. This is going to be so pretty. No, so. Okay, well, I grew up in the poor area of the South, y'all. And if you didn't sew, you didn't have clothes. My grandma taught me how to sew. I try to inspire people to try something new. My whole goal is to like make it so amazing that you want to try to do it. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Okay, the ties in the center are so close together that I think maybe we're going to do every other on the ribbon in the center. I'm just going to put the 1.5. When I was younger, my grandmother saw something special in me. And when I was younger, I didn't see it and didn't want to see it. My grandma was like, I sure wish you would learn to quilt and blah, 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 blah. Then I got older. And I hate to say it, but my grandmother had already passed. And I started quilting and found out that I love it. So my grandmother never got to see one of my quilts. We're ribboning this up. Yes, we are. Ugh. All right. I got kicked out of chat. I don't see y'all anymore. And we're back. See, I never got into the seamstress end of the sewing. I would say that if you, like, you're extremely talented. I have a neighbor down the road that she's probably made every bridesmaid's dress and wedding gown for her children. You know what, Miss Judy? There's some people that won't even attempt to fix a loose button. All right, y'all. Before we put our flex tube on and our bow, let's put our goodies on. I'm going to get my friendly neighborhood staple gun out and my glue gun. And I'm going to make sure that I have the right staples in my staple gun. I don't. Those are too long. Anybody know where my other staple gun is at? It was right here the other day. There it is. It's hiding under my Cricut. It's a good place to work, right? Okay. This sign, y'all, is thick. So we're just going to staple our pipe cleaners on. Okay. I think. This is a paddle, y'all. I'm serious. I could fire somebody up with that. That thing's got some weight to it. Like, not that much weight, but like, yeah. My husband says, I'm not volunteering for that. You ain't lighting me up. Alright, let me get my handy dandy tool out because y'all don't want to see me go fishing for pipe cleaners. Y'all, the only thing, these are my favorite sweatshirts. I have two of them. They're Royce. They're super soft, and I love how they're cut and the way they feel. And that's the only thing that kills me about losing weight. I'm like, I guess I'll just have to buy more. But whatever. It is what it is. I have a whole closet full of clothes that's already too big for me. Tiffany goes, oh, goody, clothing shopping. And I'm like, no. No, I still have a little ways to go before I do that, so. Come here. Here, 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 here. Cooperate with me. My pipe cleaner thought it was an option. It is called Wreathing, and I absolutely love them. I love how they're cut. I'll have to stand up higher than my table to show you, but I absolutely, you have to go online to get them. It's Royce, R-O-Y-C-E. But I'll have to show you how the tail is cut, because I absolutely love it. Well, I try to teach sewing in my private group, because what I'll do is I'll do a sewing tutorial and a no-sew. For those that just have no interest in learning to sew, I'll do a no-sew tutorial and a sewing tutorial, because there's some people that want to try. See, Dean, I don't have that problem. I'm tall, girl. I can't get, sometimes I can't, I mean, well, I'm tall for a woman. Sometimes I can't get pants long enough. And that's annoying. Alright, so in case you didn't know, on the back, to keep everything nice and clean, I tuck my extra pipe cleaners just back up through the hole. Now, this is the part, who knew that a person could become famous using an ice pick? But I sure did. Because that's a styrofoam ice cream cone, I'm just going to use my ice pick to poke some holes. And hot glue the pipe cleaners in. I haven't decided which way I like that. Which way do y'all like this? Facing the sign. We'll go facing the sign, kind of curved with the sign. Oh, I did plug it in. I thought my light wasn't on. I was like, I didn't plug it in. It's like I tried so hard to be ready. Tripped over the finish line because I didn't plug in my hot glue gun, but I did. So I'm safe. This time. Oh, let me show you. Okay, so you can get this at Walmart or probably Hobby Lobby or anywhere that they sell yarn. Okay? Give me just 1 second, I will show you. It's a yarn needle, technically. And I left it apart because I had it hot glued together, but I left it apart so I could show people. So this is actually a yarn needle. And it's actually, this is the cover for the pointy part. That's all that is. It's the cover. And I had it hot glued in there so it wouldn't come apart, but it came apart anyway, but that's okay. Like, whatever. But that's all it is, a yarn needle at Walmart. I saw it there one day and I was like, oh, that'll work. Because it just pops right up through the mesh. I can't even remember why I got this yarn needle in the first place. Not clue. But it's come in handy. By the way, my little trick too, the reason you see me pushing my pipe cleaners where they're at, because I've decided where my ice cream cone is going to go. So I'm looking to see where my ties are at, so when I flip the board up to stick my needle through, I know where to aim my needle to see which side of the tie I'm on. All right. Whew, what do y'all think so far? I'll fix the ribbon in a little bit. Okay, so we have flex tube, and I have red, blue, and silver. I decided to do silver to give it a little bit more shimmer. Okay, so what I'm doing is folding in half. I cut it 24 inches. And then the next piece, I'm putting open end to close end. And it doesn't really matter. I'm just alternating them. Like so. And then I'm folding in half again to put in my tie. So just to show you again, open end to open end. And then I'm doing alternating where it's closed up here. Open to open in half and then folding it and then putting it in the tie. Depending on how long you cut your flex tube will depend on how many wreaths that you get, but on an average, you can get about 3 to 4 wreaths out of a package of flex tube. Now I'm using 3 different colors, so that would be 1 package of flex tube, just to let you know. I like a lot of flex tube, so I cut mine longer. Most people cut it about 22 inches, but I like it really out there. Would y'all like to see how I make a bow by hand? I think I make my bow by hand different than anybody else. And some of y'all that are struggling to make a bow by hand might understand the way that I do it. It's a rare occasion that I make a bow by hand, but I think my hands can handle it tonight. So, how about that? I'm going to wait to put the flex tube up top. Can y'all see that good enough to see how pretty that is so far? Okay. Y'all want to see me make a bow by hand? I was hiding the best ribbon for last, y'all. It's right here. I'm in love with this ribbon. Check this out. It is nice, y'all. I love it. I was hiding it from y'all. Okay, so strange thing. I build my bows differently than most people. I build my bows from the top down. Most people build theirs from the bottom up when making them by hand. I build mine from the top down. Alright? I know. Jackie's the oddball, but I'm okay with it. Let me get my pipe cleaner ready. Okay, so when I make a bow by hand, the first thing I do is I'm going to make my first loop. Okay, now, I kind of like hefty loops, and my first loop is probably going to be about 4 to 5 inches typically, is my first loop. And I'm holding my ribbon. Now what I'm going to do on the underneath, I take my hand, pull it back, and now I'm going to twist my ribbon so that the stars are up. Okay, everybody with me? And then I'm going to go under and bring it to, here's my loop, and I'm going to pull my ribbon, and then I'm going to make sure that these two are even. Like so. You with me so far? Now, because this ribbon is kind of like dual purpose, I'm going to come right back with it and stripe side up. Now I'm going to make my first loop. Here's my loop. And I'm going to make it slightly bigger. Get that out of the way so you can see. Slightly bigger than my first loop. Pinch, pinch, pinch. And then on the underneath, I'm going to twist so that the stripe side is up. I'm going to make my next loop. I'm going to make it, I'm trying to get my tails out of the way so y'all can see my loop. I'm going to make sure that it's just slightly bigger than my first loop. And it is. And then twist, twist, twist. Okay? Am I explaining this? Do you know what? I've never, ever, ever explained how I make a bow by hand before, so I hope I'm doing a decent job of explaining it. Would y'all let me know if I wasn't? Okay. So here we come with our next ribbon. Like I said, I go from top down. Pinch, pinch, pinch. Now I'm going to make my loop slightly larger once again. There's a first for everything. This is my first time ever teaching anybody how I make a bow by hand. All right. So the last ribbon, we're going to make 4 loops with it. Because it's a 1.5. And the 4 loops are going to be the same size. Take pipe cleaner around it. And I think because the ice cream cone is so big, we're going to put the bow over here. Now, I always fluff my bows on my wreath because your wreath has enough weight to hold your ribbon steady while you're fluffing it. I have too much excess pipe cleaner, so I'm going to nip some of that off and then tuck it in. Fix my tails as I go. Man, that's some nice ribbon, y'all. I made some really nice ribbon. I'm going to have to get more of it. There is nothing better than a sturdy ribbon. It makes my heart sing. Man, that's some good ribbon. That is some awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. In the home stretch now, my friends. Man, y'all can social butterfly with me and talk to me. I don't bite. Not that I'm aware of. Greg, do I bite?
You gonna bite me?
Probably. Add some more flex tube to the center. I just love the festive look of flex tube. It makes my heart sing. Hello, Miss Dre. How are you? I think flex tubing is like for those that love the look of the mesh. Nancy, I seem to have that effect on people. Like when people get around me, I see chats like everybody else is on and oh, everybody's chatting, 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 chatting. I come on and it's like dead silence. Nobody's chatting. And I'm like, either I'm explaining it too well that nobody's going to ask questions, or I don't know. Like, I hope nobody's afraid to ask me a question. I love Flex Tube for 4th of July wreaths, Halloween, and like elf Christmas wreath, really whimsical Christmas. If it's a whimsical wreath, I'll probably have Flex Tube on it. Greg is negotiating with Buster in case y'all are wondering. What do y'all think? All the beautiful, lovely ribbon came from uniqueinthecreek.com. Isn't that a fun wreath? All the supplies for this wreath can be bought at uniqueinthecreek.com. That's fun. And it's fluffy, y'all. It's nice and fluffy and full. Alright, do y'all want to pick the project for next week? I got 2 choices. Or we can dig in and do the horse, I think. Y'all want me to do the horse next week? I need to look and see. I'm from Kentucky, but I have no idea when the Kentucky Derby is. Anybody know? Look, the girl from Kentucky has no idea when the Kentucky Derby is. And I will defend myself. I'm not from that part of Kentucky. I'm Western Kentucky. That's Eastern Kentucky. I'm just saying. All right, we'll do the horse next week, so be ready for that. I still don't know when the Kentucky Derby is. I'm going to have to look and see. But being from Kentucky, it's like when I do a horse wreath, it's like I think people are going to expect more out of me, so it's a lot of pressure. No pressure. Right? Alright, anybody got any questions or anything?
Saturday, May 6th.
Okay, Saturday, May 6th. So I guess I do need to make a... We're getting there. I noticed that they were... You know one thing, can we do... I want to do something fun one time. I want to try to make one of the fascinators. Like one of the fascinators. I was seeing that how the material was different for Kentucky Derby hats. I was watching a video on it. And I want to try that. I want to try that. Because you got to heat the material up and you got to spray it. That they make the fascinators out of. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Like... That's at the top of my Gotta try. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great rest of the week. If y'all have any questions for me, just message me. I'll be more than happy to answer. Don't forget, I am here every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay, bringing you my over-the-top view on the Unique in the Creek boards. Y'all have fun. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. I'm really enjoying this. I hope y'all are enjoying me. I'm enjoying y'all. Bye, y'all.